Hello, and welcome back to Hitman. And in this series we will go back to where it all started, and this time round we will focus on completing as many of the challenges as we can on each and every one of the primary Hitman targets, with maybe a few interesting bonus kills on the way. Today we are in Whittleton Creek for the Whittleton Creek Blackout Challenge, which entails eliminating all of our targets, both of them in this case, with electricity. So for this challenge, as with most of these challenges, we will be bringing with us a silenced pistol, some coins, and of course our ever trusty lockpick. So with all of that said, let's get reacquainted with both of our targets, shall we?
The legendary Cold War spy master,
Nolan Cassidy.
Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight.
So, right from the start and off the bat, we require 2 vials of poison, Eggmatic. So we're going to make our way across the road here and into the garage that contains the weed farm, and at the back of this garage we will locate some rat poison, and then from here we're going to make our way over to Helen West's basement. Helen West is the muffin lady, and we're just going to head down this street until we get to the large pink van here on our left. And once past the van, we're going to crouch down, hop over the fence, and straight down into Helen West's basement. So we're going to lockpick our way inside, and in here we will find some Eggmatic poison and some lethal poison and a few keys. So here is the Eggmatic poison. Once we have that in hand, we can then make our way back outside, back over the fence, and we now require ourselves a change of disguise. So we're going to head over to Mr. Batty's house, who is currently having his property fumigated, which will give us the ideal opportunity to get into Nolan Cassidy's house next door. So straight over to Mr. Batty's house, which is the furthest house away from us from Mrs. West's, and you can tell which house it is because it has the exterminator van outside, and behind the exterminator van is the exterminator. So we're going to get behind him, render him unconscious, drag him into the bushes, take his outfit, and pick up Nolan Cassidy's house key that he drops. And then from here we can then make our way into Nolan Cassidy's garden, and we're going to take out the surveillance camera above the fumigation machine, and then add our first poison to the fumigation machine. There we go, let's use the rat poison. So now we need another change of disguise, and there should be a patrolling guard who frequents the garden area, and when he comes along the path here he will stop at the end, and thus giving us the opportunity to render him unconscious. So once the guard stops moving, we can sneak up behind him, render him unconscious. We're going to collect up his gun, hide his body in the bushes just behind us, and take his outfit. And from here we're going to now select our silenced pistol and take out the camera above the rear door to Nolan Cassidy's house, and we're just going to check around. Nolan Cassidy isn't that far away, so we're just going to wait right here by the fumigation machine. It's best if you crouch down, and Nolan Cassidy and his personal bodyguard will make their way back into Cassidy's house via the garage, and we need to make sure they are both well inside the kitchen before we activate the fumigation machine. So now should do. I'm going to leave this machine running for a short while just to make sure that absolutely everybody in the house becomes riotously sick, Everybody on the ground floor, excluding Cassidy, will leave, and everybody on the upstairs floor will make their way either down or into a bathroom. And what we're going to do now basically is turn off the machine, make our way into the garage, because I thought for a brief moment that the car battery was just inside the window. It's not, it's in the garage. So there is the car battery we require for our electrocution kill, and it gives us a little bit more time for everyone else to vacate the property. While we're in the kitchen, we're going to take out the surveillance system and then proceed into the bathroom. We're going to drop our car battery on the floor and sneak up behind Nolan Cassidy and quietly render him unconscious. And once he is unconscious, we can then drag him in front of the bathroom sinks, turn on one of the taps to overflow the sink, retrieve our car battery, and once there is a sizable puddle on the floor, we can then throw the battery into the puddle.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. James awaits your attention.
So, Nolan Cassidy taken care of. We're going to exit his house via the front door, and we're going to run directly across the street to the Wilson's property. That's the family having the garden party. And in their garage, just inside on the right, we will find a second car battery. And from here, we're going to make our way around the edge of the map and to the house with the boat outside and the tunnel to Janus's house underneath. Now, I've already lockpicked my way into the garage when I was collecting up the clues, so you will have to lockpick your way into the garage, through the rear door into the basement, and through the right door on the basement itself, opening the bookshelf along the way, which will gain us access to the secret tunnel. And in the secret tunnel are a number of useful items. The one we require will be Janus's bodyguard outfit, and we're going to make our way into Janus's basement and up the basement stairs to the house, and we're just going to make sure the coast is clear before we cross over into the bathroom and deposit our battery. Now, because of people's locations, we need to render a few people unconscious. And as Janus is currently downstairs, we're going to go upstairs and get ready to take out, firstly, the patrolling enforcer up on the balcony up here, or on the landing should I say. So we're going to head up the stairs and around to our right and into the study, and we're going to select our coins, and when the enforcer on the landing heads back over to this side of the landing, we will then open the door and throw a coin somewhere in the room by the window. Anywhere over there will do. That will get the bodyguard's attention, and he will come in to investigate, and when he does, we can then get behind him, render him unconscious, and hide his body and gun. So here he comes now. So close the door behind him, sneak up behind him, render him unconscious, collect up everything that he drops, including our coin, and we're going to hide his body in the closet provided. And then all we have to do is wait for the return of Janus and his bodyguard Gunther, and we're going to rinse and repeat the same procedure to take out Gunther. So there is Janus. He's about to make his way into his bedroom, and Gunther will follow. And once Gunther starts making his way towards the bedroom, we can open the study door, throw our coin into the room to get his attention, and when he comes in to investigate, we can then render him unconscious and hide his body. He also drops a number of useful items. Now, the reason we are doing this is because when we turn on the sink down in the bathroom, it will attract people's attention. So we just want to get as many of these people out of the way as possible, Gunther being the most important, And the second most important is the gentleman we're now going to head and collect. So once we have Gunther unconscious, we can make our way down into the kitchen, use instinct to check where the guard is. He's in the perfect position for us right now. And we're going to run into the kitchen, render him unconscious. We're going to take and hide his body in the garage. So straight down into the garage area. We could leave him anywhere here, but I want to be safe rather than sorry. So we're going to dump him into the chest freezer, which somehow won't kill him over time. And then we can go into the kitchen once again, and we are going to pour Janus a nice hot cup of tea. And then we are going to spike that tea with our eggmatic poison. So Janus should be just about heading downstairs. He's already down, as you can see in the corner there. So we're going to make our way into the bathroom and await Janus. He is just over in the living room, as you can see. And after he's finished doing what he's doing there, he will make his way to the kitchen. He will spot the tea, he will drink the tea, and he will instantly regret it. And then he will make his way over to the bathroom where we are, and we are going to intercept him as quietly as we can, because we can be seen through the windows, and we can just essentially rinse and repeat what we did with Nolan Cassidy. So Janus has just sampled the tea. He's starting to feel a little bit queasy, and he is about to move faster than he has moved in many decades. So here he comes now. It's a funny little run you've got there, mate. So once he passes us, all we've got to do is pounce on him, render him unconscious. There we go. And drag him over to the sinks, and then overflow one of the sinks. And once that's all done, all we have to do now is collect up the car battery and throw the battery into the growing pile of water on the floor. There we go.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up.
So that's both targets taken care of. All we've got to do now is exit the property and make our way to the nearest and safest exit, which in this case would actually be the garbage truck, but I've decided to take the longer route and head for the more safer exit, the bus stop. So there we go, that is the Whittleton Creek Blackout Challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.